And we can open this show saying my husband is not gay, but hers is. Listen, I'm laughing because we told her. The man is being sued by various men. You're sharing toothbrush with somebody who allegedly, I don't know if he's doing the giving or the taking, but I know he was grabbing when he was on the court. Remember when he was sitting on the court and he went and grabbed his teammates? I haven't seen him kiss a woman in public. Now, he kissed niggas that look or try to look like women, niggas in wigs. This one here, Kitty. So this is the one that's in the lawsuit as well, too, that Dwight is being accused of by several men of luring them into threesomes that they don't want to be in. After he asked them to come over to service him, he invites this thing to the room. Okay, and this one happens to be a man, according to them in the lawsuit paperwork, and they didn't agree to this. They agreed to Dwight because he got the money, but not Dwight's extras. You understand what I'm saying? And so Kitty is his name in the wig, and yeah, but for Amy to come out here, because we've been spending a lot of wine on Amy, and Amy has tried to threaten to sue me as well too. I don't know why they even go there with me instead of just hit me, but she did reach out in the back end talking about, please take me and my husband down, because after she got married, homegirl was kicked out of the house allegedly by Dwight because I don't know why they was fighting. He was supposedly down in Miami with another chick that was a beard, and because they call Amy Luciani a beard, and she got upset and he put her out of the house. She tried to get her stuff. He kicked her out of the house. She called the police. All of this was, there was a police report filed and all this stuff allegedly. We're just gonna keep it like that because people can go back and recant their statement when they make up. But they were having problems, and then for her to try to come and threaten me, oh, you lying? How do you know all this? Because he has a lot of enemies. Not you. He does. I had to hold my tongue. Because, my husband told me something that was very powerful about a woman. Because how we'll get out here and we'll try to participate in the stereotypes and the colorism of it all and the prejudices, and we'll try to call dark-skinned women who have strong features men. And I'm like, and I said something to him one day. This is why I love this man. I love this man. Lord, protect him. Because even when y'all don't know, he working on me. That's why he threatens to take my phone all the time. All the time. I told Just Hilarious, a man at one point. And I said, I will never call another black woman that again. And I said, but they act masculine. He said, how could a woman act masculine, Tasha? I said, you ain't seen the studs? He said, how can a woman act masculine? And I had to think about that. Because my husband, he's wise. He's real smart. He wasn't in the 9th grade 3 years like me. And then I was just like, what do you mean? He said, women are feminine. I was like, but, he said, no, women are feminine. Women are feminine. I don't care who they try to act like. I don't care what type of plastic they try to put on. Women are feminine. They're going to always need us to take out the trash, change the tires, lay the concrete foundation, climb the poles outside. They are always going to need us to do masculine things, and it just is what it is. So, just pipe down on that. And I said, you're right, baby, you're right. That's why I love him. But anyway, Amy came out to make a statement to let us know that her Lavender marriage was all good. And thankfully, she did not allow the haters to interfere with what God sent her. Jasmine, shall we?
I met the love of my life, and I almost divorced him in 6 months, being real stupid and silly. Actually, we both filed for divorce.
Did she call me a lie when I said this? Homegirl said I was lying. Said you didn't leave. You said you didn't go nowhere. Matter of fact, I can get in the damn, hold that thought, because I'm tired of them coming for me, for real. Always trying to label that narrative ain't gon', hold on, she probably done blocked me. They always do this. Hold on for a second. Hello, Tasha. Happy Friday. Can you remove the post about my husband and I, please? I'm not sure who told you that and those stories, but you haven't heard it from Dwight and myself. April 15th. Tasha, can you check my previous message? I asked that you remove the post about my husband and I. You or anyone has heard that from me or Dwight. It is defaming and untrue. Start the video from the beginning. This is what she said to me in my DM. Go ahead.
I met the love of my life, and I almost divorced his in 6 months, being real stupid and silly. Actually, we both filed for divorce. Let's talk about the struggles of being a new young wife. First thing I can tell you as a new wife, I know this is gonna be a hard practice, but shut your mouth. Shut up. Now I know some of y'all gonna say, oh, you gotta shut up because you married. What is he silencing you? No, sis, I'm not saying shut up. I'm saying pick your battles. And sometimes pick them quietly. Understand, when you became one with your husband, that means you became one. Y'all are one. You have to literally die to your old self. You don't want to do that yet. What does die to my old self mean? Because I'm very much still alive. Simply means adjustments. You got to make a lot of adjustments. Again, heavy on your one now. Know your spicy attitude isn't passion. It's a nasty attitude. That has to die for your husband. Confrontational spirits hidden by passion. You're not passionate, sis. You just got an attitude problem. Lose it. Quit your gym. Successful top tier men, they just want peace. They don't want anything else. You can't do anything else for them besides bring them peace. Mistake I made, me and my husband going through issues, telling my friends about it. Don't do it. Dying to yourself is hard, okay? You spent your whole life talking, probably talking too much, getting the last word, being overly opinionated, being emotionally unstable. Some people settle for that, but this person married you, they're not going for it. Passive aggressive attitudes. Most black men, when you do that, it reminds them of somewhat what they grew up with their mom, their siblings. They married you. They don't want to feel with the trauma from childhood. And I'm about to say something that's probably gonna hurt y'all feelings. Black successful men do marry black women. But my girls, let's be for real. Let's talk about it. I already know, sis, life was not easy for us. And along the way, we formed a little neck roll that we can't get rid of. Because life was hard doesn't give you the right to be rude, a bitch, confrontational, nasty attitude, uncooperative, any of those things. You're married now, sis, so you're joining with one. It should be a peaceful harmony, right? Which means you have to die to yourself with all the ugly things that do not create peace. Let's talk about the maybe I rule. If there's conflict going on in your marriage, in your home, silently to yourself, not out loud to your husband, ask yourself, maybe I am understanding this wrong. Maybe I am processing this wrong. Maybe I am being overly emotional. Maybe I am not listening. If you silently ask yourself the maybe I's and then go in a corner and process them before you respond, you will see that maybe I can do something to meet him more in the middle versus pushing the confrontation. I did not say you cannot have an opinion. I never said that. I said, stop, process your emotions, okay? You married now. You basically just said, I love you for the rest of your life, my life, no matter what we go through. Me not really understanding the real concept of marriage, I was thinking like, oh, Dwight, you're doing this. I don't like this. I'm gonna flee. I'm gonna run. Listen, y'all. You ain't ready for marriage if that's the way you think it.
She wasn't either. That's why she tried to divorce him in 6 months. I've been married to my husband almost 20 years. I ain't never talked about no damn divorce with him. Not in 6 months. That's bad luck right there. It's like God trying to warn you and you ignoring the war. I hate when women get online like this, like how Gilbert Arenas' wife tried to get on here with her little French accent at the time to tell us how to be submissive, and the whole time she's submitting to a bottom. He's talking about a good show is a good show. Saucy Santana or Megan Thee Stallion. I'm putting my money on sauce. I'm putting my money on the sauce. Look at that ass. And she's sitting up over there quiet. Submissive. While she holds the fort down and be quiet and arms her Lavender marriage. Get the hell out of here. Amy ain't even got enough. She made that video. Dwight was probably off somewhere snatching a nigga's wig off. Moving on.